Well, thanks for watching this edition of the Fox 7 Austin Crime Watch digital exclusive. I'm Dave Froehlich, and we're taking a look at some of the crime stories that have recently made headlines in our area. The man accused of a triple shooting at a North Austin Target is now facing more charges. 32-year-old Ethan Nineker now faces 8 charges in total. He was initially arrested on 3 murder charges. He's now also charged with attempted murder, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and aggravated robbery. Nineker is accused of killing 3 people in the parking lot of the Target on Research Boulevard and Olin Road earlier in the month. After carjacking one family, police say he was involved in several more wrecks, assaulting other drivers and stealing another vehicle. He was eventually arrested in a South Austin neighborhood. He's being held in the Travis County Jail on a $3.4 million bond. 3 small businesses in a North Austin shopping center were hit by burglars over the weekend. APD says no suspects have been identified and no arrests have been made. Here's more on that story from Fox 7 Austin's Jenna King.
The side doors were broken, so just a bunch of glass was left here.
The reality for 3 small businesses in North Austin. Amy's Ice Creams turned to social media to share the news, posting photos of a shattered door at the shop. The company says fortunately none of its employees were hurt. In a statement to Fox 7, Amy said in part, quote, "This break-in is part of a string of burglaries happening across Austin, and too many of our fellow small businesses have been affected. What's carried us through today is the love and support we've already felt from our neighborhood and the city," end quote. Amy's Ice Cream says an undisclosed amount of cash was stolen. The shop has filed a police report and says it's looking at new security measures moving forward. Right next door, Phil's Ice House was also hit. Burglars got in through a side door, according to an employee.
They didn't trash anything else. They just made their way through to what they needed, just cash, and they didn't take anything else. Surprisingly, they didn't even take the roll of coins or anything like that.
The pizza shop shared surveillance video with Fox 7, saying all 3 of its locations have been broken into within the last 10 days, including 2 hits at its Rosewood store. The footage from August 6th shows 2 people, faces covered and wearing dark hoodies, breaking into the business. Eastside Pie says it's now moving to a cashless model as a result, adding in part, quote, "It's alarming to see local businesses across Austin being targeted like this, but we're staying resilient and deeply grateful for the community support as we move forward," end quote. All 3 businesses say the best way to show support is simple. Stop by, grab some ice cream, a burger, or a slice of pizza.
It's been a while since we've had any kind of security issues, but this will probably spark them to, take action and not take things to chance.
I'm Jenna King, Fox 7 Austin News.
Man accused of being a wedding scammer is also facing felony charges for a South by Southwest venue rental scheme. 43-year-old Carlo John Buccio II is facing false statement to obtain property charges. Court paperwork shows the scheme impacted the digital media company Axios. The company's attorney says an employee took a venue tour with Buccio, who used a false name. A week later, Axios signed a rental agreement and wired about $80,000. Buccio is also accused of scamming couples who plan to get married at a venue in Willis, which is just north of Houston. Montgomery County prosecutors say a dozen people fell for his scheme, with losses totaling more than $200,000. Now to an unsettling story about a recent break-in at Austin Pets Alive that was caught on camera. Here's Fox 7 Austin's Katie Pratt with more.
1 dog is dead and 5 are injured in a break-in at Austin Pets Alive. Surveillance video captured one man who can be heard yelling in the footage outside of the Town Lake Animal Center.
"I'll be back, Mike. I got you, bro. I'll be back, Mike."
Austin Pets Alive tells us their keypad entry system was damaged, and they believe that's how he got inside. The intruder, later seen opening most of the dog kennels, he left all of the gates open, allowing the dogs to escape. Some of the dogs then got into fights, resulting in one's death and more injuries. APA has a security guard overnight who got hurt while trying to round up all of the loose dogs. He was taken to the hospital but is expected to be okay. All of the dogs have been found, but APA staff say the pets are still shaken up about the whole ordeal. The cats were not harmed, and the injured dogs are in stable condition. Katie Pratt, Fox 7 Austin News.
Police are looking for the driver involved in a hit and run on private property. Mustang Ridge police went out to Camino Real in southern Travis County. Police say the driver crashed on private property and fled the scene. The incident happened between 3 and 8 in the morning on August 17th. Police believe the driver of the vehicle is a woman because of a pair of shoes that were found in the vehicle. If you have any information, you're asked to please call police. Kick live streamer Zena the Witch was caught using a paintball gun to shoot at a random person at Lady Bird Lake. She was recently arrested, and if convicted, she could be fined up to $10,000 and could face several years in prison. Here's more on this story from Fox 7 Austin's Libby Farrow.
29-year-old Amaris Sampson, more commonly known by her Kick username Zena the Witch, was arrested Wednesday night around 10 p.m. She was arrested for intentionally causing bodily injury and deadly conduct. On Saturday, August 9th, Sampson is seen in a live stream shooting a random person with a paintball on the trail near Lady Bird Lake. She's participating in an annual citywide $30,000 prize money worth scavenger hunt that's hosted by another streamer, Ice Poseidon. But the event is not city sanctioned. Austin police were searching for Sampson as she had a warrant for her arrest. They located Zena the Witch while live streaming with other streamers in a van with no license plates outside of Fox 7 Austin on East 10th Street. The arrest caused quite a streamer frenzy where many of them showed up and streamed the arrest. In an X post, Ice Poseidon is seen commenting on the situation saying, quote, "I saw this coming from a mile away. I knew this was going to happen. If you are being investigated by the police with a warrant, obviously this was bound to happen at some point." Zena the Witch's official Kick account has been banned and shut down. She could face up to several years in prison and a $10,000 fine. Libby Farrow, Fox 7 Austin News.
In New Braunfels, one person is dead after a disturbance at a dance hall. Police went out to Legends Dance Hall near Roush Lane just after midnight on August 17th after calls of a disturbance in that parking lot. When they got there, they found a man who'd been stabbed. Officers performed life-saving measures until the paramedics arrived. The man was taken to the San Antonio Military Medical Center, where he later died. The victim was identified as a 52-year-old from San Antonio. The suspect was found at a home on Green Road. 55-year-old David Saldana was arrested and charged with homicide. One woman's facing a DWI charge after police say she crashed into the living room of a house in North Texas. Fox's Lori Brown has that story.
I was actually sitting at the table and heard a car coming, and I ran to my kitchen, which is right here. And about that time, a car came flying through there.
Lindsay DeReese says if the crash had happened seconds sooner, she would have been in the car's path.
I heard the squeal, jumped up, ran to the kitchen, and before I could even get all the way to the kitchen, it was through my dining room.
The driver, 53-year-old Mara Chapman Rivera, DeReese's neighbor.
Known her 25 years.
It happened around 11:30 p.m. DeReese says she was getting ready to go to bed. Her husband and two boys, ages 16 and 14, were already asleep. Chapman Rivera was charged with driving while intoxicated.
I would have never thought in a million years.
It was only last week that Mesquite police responded to another car into a house. It happened less than 5 miles away. Home surveillance video captured the moment. Turns out the driver charged with DWI, Jeremy Perrin, had an active arrest warrant related to a different DWI charge.
He just kept repeating, "Oh man, I'm going to prison, I'm going to prison."
Antonio Navarro was home with his wife Myrea and their 3 kids.
I check on them, I tell them it's not okay, but we're okay, so it's gonna be okay.
Perrin's 2023 case for DWI is still pending. Lori Brown, Fox 4 News.
North Texas mother accused of murdering her son, then fleeing to India, has been caught by authorities. This comes after she was placed on the FBI's top 10 most wanted fugitive list back in July. Fox's Amelia Jones has that story.
About a month after Cindy Rodriguez Singh was put on the FBI's top 10 most wanted list, federal authorities announced her arrest on Wednesday.
She fled the United States of America years ago and was not seen by anyone for 2.5 years.
The FBI director announced that Singh was recently arrested in India. She's accused of killing her 6-year-old son, Noel Rodriguez Alvarez, then fleeing the country with her husband and her other children. Everman Police Chief Al Brooks said they weren't expecting the arrest announcement, but welcomed the news after more than 2 years of trying to track her down.
Relief in that we got her. But there's It's not a sense of closure at this point. It just marks the next step into the next phase of the investigation.
Chief Brooks was the assistant police chief when the investigation started. This case captured international attention when the special needs toddler was first reported missing in 2023. It was soon discovered that the 6-year-old hadn't been seen alive since October 2022. Everman police said Rodriguez Singh lied to investigators, claiming the boy was living in Mexico with his biological father. Days later, Singh, her husband, and the boy's 6 siblings were seen on surveillance footage boarding a flight to India.
We are invested in this. We are going to do everything we can to seek justice for Noel.
Investigators brought in cadaver dogs and searched the property where the family lived. They even dug up a newly poured concrete slab near the shed where the family was staying. But the boy's body has never been found.
I imagine you have a lot of questions for Cindy. I imagine you all are looking to figure out what exactly happened to Noel. His body still has not been found.
Correct. Hopefully that's some answers that we'll get in the next phase of the investigation.
Rodriguez Singh faces charges of capital murder and unlawful flight to avoid prosecution. Once she's back in Texas, Chief Brooks says Everman investigators will work to get some long-awaited answers.
There's a lot of relieved people to get to this point. Long way to go. We're not going to quit.
Thanks for watching the Fox 7 Austin Crime Watch YouTube exclusive. Our Crime Watch stories run each Monday on Fox 7 Austin News at 9. For more on the stories highlighted in this episode, you can go to our website, fox7austin.com. And don't forget to subscribe to the Fox 7 Austin YouTube channel. You can also watch all our Crime Watch content and our newscasts on our Fox local apps. They're free to download and available for your phone, as well as connected TV apps like Roku and Apple TV.